going on, everybody? It's a beautiful Saturday here in New England. It's around 68 out here. Anyway, it's time for a rant. I haven't done a rant in a while. And I just had an unfortunate interaction with somebody. A friend of the family. You know, I'm not mad at them per se. I'm more mad at the situation. More mad at being misunderstood than anything else. You know, I feel like I'm surrounded by a bunch of people that are either, you know, fundamental Christians or atheists. They're compartmentalized in their thinking. No one can think outside the box. No one can think that we're all in this together. But anyways, this message goes out to both atheists and fundamental Christians, or any other, you know, person who subscribes to a faith, a fundamental faith system. This is what I have to say to you. You're not going to stop this tidal wave of people waking up and realizing that all these systems are keeping us apart. Political systems, religious systems, even entertainment systems, you know, even social systems, so many things. And I don't think it's meant to be malicious per se. I think it's more of a survival. You know, people trying to just get through their day, and they see one tribe over there is one tribe here, and they don't understand each other, never met before. They're doing things their way, we're doing things our way, and it's just like, all right, you know, we don't know what they're going to do. We can't predict them, so we need to, you know, create a system. We need to create a belief system of some sort, whether it's political or religious or economical, and that's going to keep us safe from those other tribes over there, okay? But now we're in the age of enlightenment, and I'm sorry if I'm stuttering a bit. I'm a little amped up right now. I'm trying to take my energy here and spin it positive, because I you know, 5 years back I'd probably be angry and you know, yelling on my radio show. But anyways, you know, this is it, folks. We have a bunch of people now that are waking up and realizing, wait a second, we're all in this together. We have one source creator, if you're spiritually enlightened, okay? And all these religions are just trying their best to understand this God they've never seen before, or this higher power they've never seen before. And we all call this God something different. All these different faith systems exist, and they're all, in one way or another, more or less valid approaches to God. And yes, there are some religions that I think are more enlightened than others, you know, but this goes out to Christians first. And my message to you is, don't waste your time trying to stop New Age people or other religions or spiritual movements from waking up to believing in a higher power. Be thankful that before they didn't believe in a higher power, or that they were agnostic, or they didn't have enough proof in a fundamental religion, or some kind of established religion who has a history of, you know, violence in the name of God, or otherwise unfortunate circumstances. Be thankful that people are waking up, and a lot of these New Age people are starting to believe in Jesus himself as a real actual person who came to this earth. And I think as time goes on, they're going to realize that Jesus was the God of this universe, and he really did come here, and he did and show us the best way to love each other and to love God. But that's another video. But just it's not going to stop, all right? This tidal wave is going to keep going. This is not a threat. This is not a promise. This is a fact of reality, okay? And although I might sound a little amped up right now, I'm excited about this because I'm sick and tired of it. I am sick and tired of being held back by limiting beliefs. I'm sick and tired of it. Everybody, you know, getting all you know, bent out of shape over other people having their own religious experiences. Guess what? In the end, your experience is your own religious experience. You cannot force it upon anybody else. You cannot try to stop anybody else from searching God in their own way. And if they do search for God in their own way, then be happy that they're at least searching for God in their own way. And if they're wrong about it, then trust that God is going to reel them in and show them the actual truth in the end. Just be happy that they're saved, that their faith has saved them. And second of all, to the atheist, this equally goes out to you. You know, all your evolutionary stuff and your Big Bang stuff, and, you know, all this stuff that science explains everything. You know, eventually it's going to betray you, because, you know, you got to realize that maybe there's a possibility that creation and evolution can coexist, and God can work through that, and that maybe it was designed to evolve that way, from the most primitive to the most advanced creature. Maybe it was designed that way. Have you ever thought of that? It's not going to stop these spiritual awakenings and, you know, people waking up and realizing, you know, that there has to be a higher power, and that science can coexist with religion or faith, That's not going to stop either. And don't even bother trying to stop it. Don't bother going around, oh, these people and their religion, blah, blah. Guess what? There's people that are not sticking to the old fundamental stuff, just like me. I broke out of that system. It held me back for 34 years of my life, until last year, when I finally had my spiritual awakening. And I tell you what, atheist, you can't stop it either. Your highly, scientific explanation of everything and your scientific method, which you created yourself, you human being. Who are you to dictate the entire universe that they don't even understand yet? That everything has to fit into your scientific method. You can't. I mean, I'm sure it works for the things you know about, but the things you don't know about, how do you know it's going to work? How do you know that some, billions or millions of years ago, that some alien civilization far more advanced than us came here and seeded this planet? Some of your folks actually believe in that. I think Dawkins himself even postulated that could be a possibility. But the point is that, as you know, what neither Christians, fundamental Christians, or Muslims, or any other religion, Judaism, or atheists that are hell bent on, trying to free this world from religious, bondage. Yeah, there is some religious bondage. It's called superstition. It's called taboo. It's called calling everything that humans do as a sin. Sin is essentially willful acts against God's will. In other words, you purposely know what God told you to do and went against it. Well, how many of any of us here have actually heard God's voice tell them what to do in their life? Okay? How many of us have seen Jesus in person? Okay? How many of us have seen the clouds open up and God say, "Thus saith the Lord, you must do this"? None of you. I bet you none of you have. So, nobody really knows. Nobody truly knows. The only thing you have is faith. That's really what we have to go on. We have faith, and then we have the evidence of creation. And your own personal experience with God. And I have one. You can have one if you want to have one. It's your choice whether you want to acknowledge God, have faith, and have eternal life, or if you just don't want to survive, and you want to go back to the dust where you came from. If that's what you believe, and that's what you're going to get. You create your own reality, bro, or sis, okay? It's given to us to either co-create with God our eternal existence, or we can say, I don't believe it, I don't want it, and go back to the dust where you came from. That's your choice. In the end, that's what it comes down to. But this rant aside, what's going to tie these two things together is love. And as much as you might not hear love coming out of my voice right now, I really do love people, and I want them to get out of this bondage, get out of this superstitious belief system that, the universe is against them, or God's punishing them for whatever, they're doing, that turned out to be bad or didn't serve them well. A lot of things people call bad luck is actually good luck. Some people think it's good luck to win the lottery, but maybe it's the worst thing that could have happened to you. Maybe you just go off the deep end and waste all your money and ruin your life over it, okay? We got to stop thinking that the universe is against us or God is punishing us or that there is no God because we haven't seen him come down himself out of the sky, okay? God, Jesus said we'll know them by our fruits, so I'm trying my best. As angry and as amped up as I am right now, I want to see people get it. I want to see people wake up and break out of this paradigm. So all I see is fear and anger and pain and evil come out of it. So that's the end of my rant. I hope people understand where I'm coming from. If you don't, if you feel at this point in time you can't, be my friend or family, I'm sorry to see you do it, but the door is there. You can open the door, and I'll pray for you, and hopefully it's a temporary thing, not a permanent thing, but you're welcome to delete me off as your Facebook friend, Instagram, or whatever other platform you're on, because I'm not going away, okay? I'm not going to be silent. I'm not trying to be a jerk here, but I'm not going to sit around and feel bad about myself anymore. I'm done with that. I did that for 34 years. Feel bad that somebody else doesn't understand or agree with me, or, that I might be wrong, or I might be, I might get in trouble. I'm not walking on eggshells anymore. I'm going to do my best to try to speak my mind and do it respectfully. But if I feel like I'm being pushed in any way, I'm going to say something. I'm going to be respectful about it, but I'm going to be passionate about it. I'm not going to cuss anybody out. I'm not going to delete anybody myself. You're welcome to, if you can't handle me anymore, that's fine. You can delete me. You can mute me or whatever the case is. But I'm not going to sit here and feel bad about it. I'm going to find my tribe, and hopefully you find your tribe and you feel at home on this planet for the short time you're here. But I'm not going to sit around and feel sorry for myself anymore because somebody doesn't like or agree with what I say. Because I used to do that. And I'm not going to be codependent like that no more. So, anyways, folks, that's all I have to say. I'm going to try to calm myself down now and try to be more, positive. Not very easy when you're amped up, but, no hard feelings out there. Just, keep looking for the signs. They are there. Peace.